Boy, do I got some good news. Literally all the missing little puzzle pieces to this video have finally been found. I found pictures of the Oklahoma, the mysterious Oklahoma tower, clone tower. I also found screenshots to that one other clone tower in that mysterious drone video. And I mean, Aiden actually found two out of the three of them, but yeah, Aiden found two clone towers in Oklahoma. Obviously, already revealed what one of them was, what one of them is. The second one he found was something I completely didn't even know about. So yeah, like Aiden actually, Aiden just saved the day. Then there's also a little picture of one of the towers I like a lot. So since I finally found the picture, I can add it onto the slide. So yeah, I finally found two of the missing towers. Well, I mean two of the. I finally Me and Aiden found the mysterious towers, and there's now a new clone that I've never known about. Though it was on the route. Well, I mean, I did pass it one day, but I never filmed it because something happened to it that I'm not going to spoil. I also have some bonus towers added on to the list too. Aiden showed me a few towers that have similar platforms to them, but not completely the same. So I decided to just add them on as little bonus towers, along with a little Unreal Engine creation. So let's get into the tall red and white tower. Did I say that wrong? All right, the tall red and white tower clone family, version 2.0. We got the mother of all the clones, the original, the first tall red and white clone tower. This here is the one in Rala. Has two sets of night mode only old school LEDs with the 20 flash per minute night mode, which is it's the 324 night mode. It most likely it's red and white. Most likely used to have 300 millimeters back then, but it's still unknown. Has markers and it still has its school platform. I can see it from a distance from not on my. I can't see it from where I live, but I can see it in an area close to where I live, and I can also see it from Walmart and another highway too. So yeah, and I didn't notice any changes and stuff, so I assume it's normal. I assume it still has a platform. We got the second tall red and white clone tower. This one is in St. James, or kind of out of St. James, but I still consider it to be a St. James tower. I don't care what y'all say. All right, so it has two sets of white and red old school LEDs with the 20 flash per minute night mode, and like I said, it's the FH324 night mode. There's none of these towers have the bad 20 flash per minute night mode. So we're safe with that, or at least that's what I know. At least all the ones I know the night modes of, they don't have the bad night. So when I say 20 flash per minute night mode, it means that it has the old school FH324 night mode. So it's red and white. It probably had 300 millimeters back then, but hopefully it had white and red beacons before it got LEDs. There is some old 2011 Street View where you're actually able to see its old beacons, but you're not able to see all the little details, so you can't really tell what it is and stuff. So I was never able to determine what beacons it used to have. But I hope it at least had some sort of dual strobe. Uh, it doesn't look like it had the strobe and 300 millimeters set up back then. So if it had a dual strobe, it would most likely be a 3000B. I mean 3000Bs, since they kind of look a little small. So I guess that's what I can say, or at least that's something else I could have had. Still has markers, but it lost its cool platform, or at least half of it. It still kind of has it, but They removed some parts that made it look like a normal cool platform. They removed the three antennas that were just sticking white out. So now it's literally just the middle section of the cool platform. So it kind of lost it, but it's still there in some form. But it's not like the first one. The third tall red and white clone tower. It has the dual mode LEDs, white and red, but I have no idea what generation of LEDs it has. It's gray. It probably had dual strobes, single strobes, or the strobe in 300mm setup back then. It has markers. In the video of this I made, I couldn't find the markers whatsoever, but later on I discovered it does have markers. Because if you don't know, there's actually another video clip of this tower I made all the way back then, but it's so bad because I was facing the sun. I couldn't see. I was squinting my eyes. My phone screen looked like it was off, and I was basically blind. So I decided to stop. But when I watched it again, I noticed the markers. So it has markers, and it had lost its cool platform. It's been replaced by just a generic set of cell antennas. That's a big downgrade. I hope to film this again one day. I don't know if it's going to be close up. I mean, up close. It's probably going to be from a distance. I don't know. There is one more place I can. There is one more reason why we can go back to Stillville. It's because there's actually two excuses to go back to Stillville. There's a burger place that my mom was talking about, and there's also an ice cream place that I know about down there, but we never tried it before. So we might go there two more times at least, and then we'll probably not go back there ever again, or at least for a long time until we find something else that's cool we can check out down there. So when I go back down there, I'll film the tower again. All right, so we got the fourth tall red and white clone tower. It has either two sets of white and red LEDs or white only LEDs. I don't know which one though. So it's a red and white tower. It probably had either 300 millimeters, dual strobes, or single strobes, or probably the strobe and 300 millimeter setup. Forgot to mention. I don't know, but it has LEDs now. Its marker status is unknown, and it also lost its cool platform. And out of all the clone towers that lost their cool platforms, this one here was probably wrecked the most. Because literally, it was replaced by just a very, very skinny little set of antennas up there. You can see. That's one hell of a downgrade, isn't it now? I did film this once. I do want to film it up close, but there's no circumstances to do so, sadly. So I don't know if I'll ever film it up close. I don't know if I'll ever film it at night, but I do want to film it at night one day. I want to find out this tower's night mode. I want to find out if it has white and red LEDs or just white only LEDs. This is the fifth tall red and white clone tower. It has two sets of red only LEDs, I guess. I don't know what gen. It's a red and white tower. Used to have two sets of 300 millimeters. Marker status unknown, and it still has its cool platform. So this one's a little more unique because its cool platform is actually gray instead of red and white like all the others that are red and white at least. So that's pretty cool. I only filmed this like once, twice. I don't know. I think I only filmed it once, and the South Dakota art. It was before I left Missouri and went over to Iowa. So yeah, if you're looking around for it, if you're going to, then that's where you can look around. The name of the video is a semi clone of the tall red and white tower, which that's a little outdated now because I don't consider this to be a semi clone. This is a full on clone tower because of that stuff. Because of you can see why. It also has some antennas sticking out, which makes it more unique from the others. This is the sixth tall red and white tower, a clone tower. It has white and red first gen old school LEDs. I'm LED or 370, maybe, possibly, with the 20 flash per minute night mode. Um, it's gray. Probably had some sort of dual strobe. I don't know, but I can see what kind of looks like a single strobe. You can see. I don't have answers. I have a lot of questions and no answers. I have no idea what that is. I don't know if it's a single strobe or something else. If it's a single strobe, then it might possibly be an FH06, which would be awesome. Alright, so it has markers, and it lost its cool platform, sadly. I never got the chance to film it with its cool platform, sadly, at least. So yeah, there's that. This one is the first tower to not have two sets of beacons like all the others, so it's a little more special. Originally, I was debating if I should have made this into a real clone tower or a semi clone tower. Yeah. But I consider it to be a full on clone since it has the full on platform. Alright, so we got the 7th tall red and white clone tower. This one was a recent find, if you don't remember. So it has two sets of white and red old school LEDs, first gen LEDs, you know. It has, it's a red and white tower. Old beacons unknown, but hopefully it had strobes. Um, it has markers. Um, oops. Accidentally added the still has markers part and left out the had marker has and it still has its cool platform, so it's a little different. The cool platform is not exactly on top, it's actually below the top, and Aiden was really questioning why I even decided to add this. He was questioning why I even made this a clone tower. Well, just so you know, just because it has a cool platform, and it's not on the very top doesn't mean it's not a clone. It's still a clone. So I think it would be cool if at the top. I mean, it would be cool if its platform was on the top instead of below the top. That would be cool. And now we get to the 8th tall red and white clone tower in Oklahoma. The mysterious one that I seen once or twice and never heard of it ever since. Until now. So yeah, this clone tower was shown on one of the Discord servers I'm in. But that's a little outdated now, obviously. So Aiden found it. I really have no idea how he found it. It was like in the middle of nowhere, I guess you can say. So this is the one I was trying to find. It's also surrounded by a few other towers, and when I seen those few other towers, all the I completely remembered it. So now that I remember it, I have a feeling that I think maybe Aiden posted the link in the Discord server. I don't know. I don't, for some reason the tower area that it's in reminds me of something that Aiden would have shown us. So it might have been Aiden's doing. I don't know, but let's get on with it. So, like I said in the original version of this video, it has two sets of white and red LEDs. It has markers, but I have no idea what LEDs it has because there's no video of it at night, and I've never seen it in person before, nor will I ever. But for some reason, I don't know why, but I can't help to think. I can't help to think that this tower has the crappy 20 flash per minute night mode. I don't know why. Every time I look at the tower, it just reminds me of that night mode. I don't know. To be honest, I wouldn't mind if it had that night mode, cause it'll be a nice change for one. Yeah, but every time I think about the tower, I imagine the that night mode. I guess. Yeah. All right. So it's red and white. Old beacon still unknown. It has markers, and it sadly lost its cool platform, as you can see. So yeah, there's that. Doesn't that suck? I swear that what's the deal with this platform? Like, why are they getting rapidly removed? Yeah, well, I mean, like it could be it's most definitely outdated technology and stuff, but really you can just add those. I would imagine. Are you able to add the 5G antennas onto it, or do you need a completely new platform for it? I have no idea, but I wish they added their new 5G antennas onto the cool platform instead of replacing it with a boring looking platform. So the tower is no longer mysterious. Finally. But the Night Tower is still mysterious. Alright. The mysterious night tall red and white clone tower from a drone video. So earlier ago, me and Merson were looking at old Discord moments and all that crap to find funny things here and there. So I was looking around in my old screenshots from like earlier last year, and luckily enough, I found both pictures of the tower that I was trying to talk about. So yeah, I here's the screenshots. Here's the screenshot of the tower itself and the screenshot of the top of the tower. So it's red and white, and I did say that it appeared to have night mode only LEDs because I didn't see any day mode flash whatsoever. And it doesn't look like it has any other beacon than the LED. So yeah, it still appears to have night mode only LEDs. Just take a look at the top screenshot, at the screenshot at the top of it. You see that? Doesn't that look kind of like doesn't that look kind of like an FGS 373? All right, I said it right. Doesn't it look like an FGS 370 to you? Because to me it does. And I also noticed something else too. Can you take a look at that thing? I don't know why, but I mean, I know why. Every time I see it, it reminds me of the white and red Orga L303 strobe. I don't know that there might be a chance. Might be a chance that it might have that beacon. I have no idea. If so, then that would be cool as hell. And I would really want to find out where this tower is located because I don't know what city or state this tower is located in. It could be in Oklahoma, it could be in Missouri, or it could be somewhere else completely. The only states I know of that have these clone towers is Missouri and I mean Oklahoma. All right, so obviously old beacons unknown, marker status unknown, and cool platform status unknown. I guess I can look up the video. I can at least it'll be easier for me to find it because I now know that the people who made the video is GME. So I'm going to look up GME after the making of this video. All right, here is the mysterious 10th tall red and white clone tower from PBS. So there's one time where I guess I was watching a PBS video about cell towers or cell phones or something like that, because PBS is the type of channel to do that. I guess at least that's why I know of. And in the video, one of the a clone tower was shown, and it might possibly be the second clone tower, just possibly, because it looks like it, but it's missing some I mean, it's missing some antennas and other things here and there. So I don't know if it's really I don't know if they're the same or not. So for now, I'm still going to say that this is a completely separate tower. Literally, the only thing I know about this tower is that it's red and white. I don't know anything else about it. This might be one of the clones we already looked at, possibly. All right, now we get to the semi red and white clone tower. So we got the first 10, I mean the first two pictures, but here's a new picture I found. This is Merson's picture, by the way. So this is what I was talking about. It now has two white only LEDs right below the top platform. So there's that. So they're FTS 370Ws, which stands for white. So yeah, this tower has two white only FTS 370s W below the top platform. It's red and white. It used to have the 300 millimeter at the top, uh, but I don't know what 300 millimeter it was. I still don't know that. I don't know if it was old school or modern. And since this is in Oklahoma City, I would imagine it being an old school because every time I think about Oklahoma City and the surrounding areas, I think of red and white towers with old school 300 millimeter. It has no markers except for leftover 300 millimeter markers because the tower now only shines white, and it still has its cool platform because um, there's no news about the platform being removed, and since it's not the exact same platform that all the other clone towers have, it's less likely to ever be removed. But if it was the other way around, I would imagine it being removed nowadays. All right, this is what I've been waiting for because this the next tower. The next tower is the new tower I found. I mean, Aiden found, and it's a little interesting. This here is the 11th tall red and white tower, the clone tower. All right, so this one is special for one reason. So yeah, Aiden found this one in Oklahoma. I had no idea this one existed. Well, actually, no. I'm pretty sure I should have known that it existed because I did pass by it once, but at the time I thought it was just some normal red and white cell tower with an LED now. So I didn't. I decided not to film. It has white and red LED on it, and it's also red and white. Uh, it appears to have had a dual strobe or a TWR strobe and LED. I'm not sure, but this is the reason why it's special because it has a strobe. I mean, it had a strobe when it had its cool platform. All the clone towers have been cursed by LEDs, or I mean, not it's not a curse because most of the time they have good LEDs. They just they're known for having two sets of LEDs, and as you can see, its cool platform was replaced by this generic platform, and it now has an LED on top of it too. That's sad, but at least it still has its cool it has its cool looking microwaves, microwave dishes. Why was that so hard for me to say? My god, man. Anyways, the tower still looks pretty cool. I should have filmed it. I wish I did. When I found out that this was on the path that I took back home from Oklahoma, I got really excited and really scared at the same time because I there's a possibility that I filmed it, and there's also a possibility that I completely avoided it. I mean, not avoid it, but not film it. That's what I meant to say. And sadly, I did not film it. No. I was pretty pissed at myself for not filming it, but I really can't blame myself either because it's literally it's mostly a normal tower nowadays with an LED. Of course, I wouldn't really film it because I filmed that type of tower quite a few times already. It at least has markers, and it also yeah, obviously lots of cool platforms. I have no idea if it has flashing sign markers or not, but if it does, then I wouldn't be too mad either because that would mean diversity. Just like before with the other clone tower in Oklahoma, when I said that if it has the crappy 370 night mode, I wouldn't be mad about it because it'll be nice because diversity. So congratulations, 11th tall red and white clone tower. You're the only tower, I mean the only clone tower to have had a strobe um, in the past the 2000s. I really don't really know what Street View the I really don't know the date of this Street View where you're able to see its cool platform and the dual strobe. But at least it's from the 2010s because the 2000 Street View is very crappy, and the possibility, I mean, the chances of it having good 2009 or 8 Street View is very, very slim because it's just it's an average highway. That type of Street View is always reserved for like popular areas. Yeah, I know, I know. All right, it's time for the bonus towers. All right, so these are the towers that have the similar platforms on them that Aiden showed me. So I decided to add them onto the list so I can make this version of this video different from the first version. So yeah, or at least more different. At least that's what I meant to say. All right, bonus tower one. So yeah, you already know what these they are. So I decided not to add any information because I was kind of lazy, so I decided I'm just going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you it instead of writing it down on the slide. But the slide's not going to be public anyway. It's literally only for video use, and that's it. Nobody else will ever use it. So this is a red and white lattice tower. I mean, yeah, lattice tower. For some reason, I thought lattice was guide. I don't know if it has an LED or not, but it looks like it has an LED. I can kind of see what looks like an LED, though it might be a single strobe too, because it kind of resembles one. I don't know, but that's what it has, and it appears to only have one set of beacons too. All right, bonus tower two. This here's a taller red and white lattice tower with the same platform. I don't know what beacon it has. I should have checked, but at least has these platforms on. I mean, it at least has those cool looking cell antennas there. That looks pretty nice. And we got these other two sets of cell antennas, and it also has a microwave dish at the top. Bonus tower three. I'm pretty sure this one is the only gray one in the bonus towers. Well, half rusty brown. Wait, no, it's not rusty, so that means that it's really brown. If there's like, I heard that if there was like any sort of rust on the tower would have to be demolished no matter what. And I believe it has an LED on it because I'm pretty sure there's a video of it that I found, and I'm pretty sure it appeared to have an LED. I downloaded the video. It's from Ryan C. I'm going to try to find it real fast. Alright, so it has an LED. I was right. See it. So it's the only video I know of this tower. I don't know its night mode whatsoever, but it probably has a red night mode. I don't know. I couldn't see any markers. Still can't see any, so it might have a white only LED possibly. I'm not sure. And then we got the final tower, or at least the final bonus tower. This here is it's basically the same tower we've seen over and over and over again, but this one is completely bare. The only antennas it has is at the top. This tower, I don't know what beacon it has. No, never mind. It looks like it has an LED. Markers, I don't know. Can't see them. So yeah, don't know night mode, and I don't know what LED it has. But I know it's red and white and has just one set of cell antenna. Alright, now it's time for the Unreal Engine creation. Yet to be created. A tall red and white clone tower in Unreal Engine. So, it obviously doesn't exist yet, but there's one time on the Discord server I'm in now, Ryan C said that he was making a map on Unreal Engine and he needed some towers for it. I don't know if he was requesting request towers from us or if Merzen said that he requested a tower, and everybody else just started to request towers here and there. So I guess that's how it started. I don't know, but yeah, Merzen requested his tower, and I requested my tower. I didn't want to go over extreme, because I didn't want to. I didn't want this guy. I don't want Ryan C to just be on his computer all day working his ass off on this stuff. Because yeah, I'm not that type of person. So I told him that I wanted a 400 foot. Wait, 400. I think I am either a 400-foot tower or a 420-foot tower. Pretty sure 420 feet. I don't know. But I've asked for a tall guy tower with two sets of FH06s with markers and the cool platform. So yeah, it's going to be based off of the original first clone tower. So yeah, when will it be created? You're asking. I have no idea. It's probably not going to be created until I don't know. Hopefully in the middle of summer, out of all times. If not, then hopefully the end of summer or something like that. Merzen's tower is the first tower that is being worked on right now, and after that, Younglow's tower is going to be created. Younglow's another tower enthusiast on the server, and then after him, my tower is going to be created. So that's it for the tall red and white clone, the tower clone family version 2. Now it's time to go outside and mow up some weeds.